Well, tonight the Blue Jackets get their first look at the New York Rangers, who are sitting atop the Metropolitan Division. Blue Jackets coming into this game after facing another divisional foe on Tuesday and beating the Washington Capitals in overtime 2-1. And what a game it was. The Capitals were up 1-0 in the third period. All of a sudden, Jody, William Karlsson and Zach Werenski team up to change that.
Yeah, and it was awesome to see. Zach Werenski really stepped it up the last part of that third period. Karlsson with an outstanding play on the wall, and then Werenski with a perfect shot to put that top shelf past the goaltender Grubauer. And then you get to overtime, and the Blue Jackets do an outstanding job. Little face-off play by Brandon Dubinsky. He wins it back, and Cam Atkinson sets this Nationwide Arena crowd into a frenzy.
They sure did with the win, and the Blue Jackets continue to play well here on home ice. William Karlsson says the fact that they've played well at home, the fact that they've come from behind numerous times now, has just helped to build confidence.
It's a strength to knowing that we can come back, and everyone believes in it. So I think, yeah, that's a key.
And there's a young guy, a young player on this roster that's really feeling what it's like to win. These guys are getting used to it. They're doing it different ways, and it's kind of consistent right now, which is really good.
William Karlsson comes into camp a little bit unsure about what his role was going to be. How nicely has he settled in as a third-line centerman?
Yeah, it's been tremendous. He was fourth-line centerman last year. He's stepped up. He's a really smart player. Torts really trusts him, and so does his teammates. He takes a lot of big-time draws in the defensive zone, crucial times of the game, and he's a guy that everyone relies on with this Blue Jackets team.
Another centerman that they rely on is Brandon Dubinsky, and offensively, his numbers are down this year. So that's why he's happy to see the New York Rangers on the schedule.
I'm going to be jacked up to play these guys, as I always am. But again, it's more about the group in here, especially with the fact that it's been 4 or 5 years since I've been there. So I think it's about us getting better. But they're a division team, so I want to beat them, and obviously a little extra them being my old team.
I love the team talk from Dubinsky. He's an emotional guy. He'll be fired up for the Rangers. Everybody knows that. But he's more focused, along with the rest of his teammates, on the process. How do they take the new test? And tonight it's the Rangers.
Well, let's talk about the Rangers. They're coming into this game after putting up 7 goals against the Vancouver Canucks. I mean, they have been an offensive machine. They've been a speed machine. In fact, these teams are a little bit similar coming into this game tonight. They've got a lot of players that are in double digits when it comes to points. Let's just single out 3 players right now, and we'll start with JT Miller, who's kind of coming into his own. This summer, they make a trade. They get Mika Zibanejad from the Ottawa Senators, and then on the back end, Matt Zuccarello.
And these two teams, Bob, are extreme. I think they're very, very similar. 2 world-class goaltenders. Both teams are finding different ways to win. And these players, I mean, JT Miller, let's talk about him first. He's a player last year who was trying to find his way. He's found his defensive game, and they say that is what's helped him get his offense going. Zibanejad, underrated player. Don't really know him if you haven't seen him play in Ottawa. He arrives when Derek Brassard leaves the Rangers. He's a player that's fit in so well with this team and really adjusted to the concept. And Zuccarello, one of the small, quickest players in the league. He's a guy you've got to look out for there tonight. The Blue Jackets have got to focus on him and watch his speed, especially in the offensive zone.
You always get so fired up talking about him.
I love it. He's just got that dynamic ability about him. He's fun to watch. For the Blue Jackets, got to get the shoulder into him tonight.
All right, let's see what happens. That'll do it for the Rink Report. For Jody Shelley, I'm Bob McElligott. Enjoy the game.